And good afternoon. Welcome to the Native News Today television program. Jason Salzman with Gerald Wofford, along with our elite staff of producers, all here to bring you another stellar, action-packed Saturday afternoon program of Native News Stories.
Absolutely, Gerald, and what a big day it is in Indian country. Specifically today, the Creek Nation is holding their general elections for all offices in the legislative and executive branches. We have second chief and chief elections, of course, and then there are your national council representatives on the legislative body, and they will be voting for that too. So big day out at the polls. The Creek people are getting out and about and everything like that, and all kinds of things going on within the Creek government. So it's a big day in Indian country whenever a tribe has elections, don't you think?
That's right. Big all over Indian country when the tribal elections are held, as Jason mentioned there. And of course, Creek Nation elections happening today, and we'll certainly give you some of those results next week as those become confirmed and final, and as that progresses on in the election. But yes, very historical day in the Muskogee Creek Nation with the elections going on. But a historic day, too, here in the Native News Today.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, unlike OU games, we're not going to try and predict any of the winners.
Well,
on here.
we were very successful in our last
We were
election.
successful, yes. I don't want to brag or anything, but
Yeah, you do.
I do. Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of great things coming up this week. We're down in Osage country for the Osage Film Festival. Good friend of me and Gerald both, Sherwood Ball, is a director out in Los Angeles, and he does some films. And one of the films he did was over the Osage oil murders back in the 20s for the oil rights there, and a lot of bad things going on, and he wanted to document that. And his wife, Celia Xavier, did some research and came up with a big story. You know, Sherwood was just wanting to look back on some of the lineage in his family, and he was really amazed at what he found. But we were able to go down to the Osage Film Festival, Gerald specifically, and check it out, and I had a lot of fun down there, huh?
Yeah, the historic Constantine Theater in Pawhuska, Oklahoma.
Sweet.
So we'll bring that news story to you as well. Another special event happening in Creek Country, Okmulgee specifically, was the Trail of Tears commemorative bike ride. And Jason, this happens every year. The motorcyclists from the southeast, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and they all make a commemorative motorcycle ride here to Oklahoma.
Yeah, and you ask a lot of the bikers, you know, we get down there right when they're hopping out their bikes, and they're like, this is the most important thing we do all year. So it's really a nice event and a wonderful thing for them to be a part of.
That's right, and some events happening down in Okemah in the golf tournament.
Okemah Fall Festival coming up, and that'll be next week. We'll talk to some folks from Okemah Indian community, and also me and Jared were out swinging the sticks a little bit at Cobblestone Creek Golf Course in Muskogee for the Native Times Golf
Must-see
Tournament.
TV.
Absolutely. Stick around. We're going to be right back. All of that and a lot more here on Election Day Saturday. You're watching Native News Today.
Hello, my name is Iveline Tatras, manager of the Muskogee Creek Nation Elderly Housing. Here at the Muskogee Creek Nation, we recognize our elders as being a major influence on our culture. That's why we take care of them with fully equipped homes and daily nutrition and a sense of security. At Muskogee Creek Nation, taking care of our past means we also take care of our future.
You know, Jason, throughout our work career here, we've often been asked to go out on the West Coast for some visiting with the California Creeks and visiting with other Native American artists out there. And those paths, as we go across those, has led us to meet some very interesting, extraordinary people.
Sure, it sure has. One of our own, a Muskogee Creek filmmaker out there, as I talked to him, alluded to him in the opener, Sherwood Ball. He's involved in film production out there. He's the son of legendary Ernie Ball of Guitar Strings fame. I know a lot of you out there know that, maybe, but he does dabbles in some filmmaking every now and again, and he's done film for, I don't know, about the last 5 years. Done some filmmaking and everything like that. Made some movies that have been out there, but he really started researching.
He also did a voiceover for a Nissan commercial.
Oh, he did voiceovers for like all kinds of, like Toyota and McDonald's, Walmart, like all kinds of stuff. So he's got really a unique voice, but he was able to do some tracking of his lineage. You know, had a hunch on one of his great grandfathers, wanted to do some research, and doing that he found out about the 1920s Osage Indian murders and really became involved in it, really got, you know, bought into the story and wanted to tell it. So decided to get with his wife, Celia Xavier, together so they could produce a film. And what came of it was a documentary documenting the Osage Indian murders. And they showed it at the Osage Film Festival, which is a big event. You know, the Jim Gray, the chief down there, was around, and it was a big thing in Pawhuska.
And another accomplished Osage filmmaker, Jim Levine, was also
Sure.
On hand there. All this happening there at the historic Constantine Theater, Pawhuska, Oklahoma, the first annual Osage Film Festival.
And in a small way, this is an opportunity for the Osage Nation to also recognize other Osages who have done well in their field of endeavor.
Just to say, there's something that I do every day at work. No matter where I am, if I'm in Hollywood, if I'm in New York, no matter where I am in the world. I tell people, one, I'm an Oklahoman, and I tell them, two, that I'm an Osage, and that I grew up on a reservation, and how proud I am of my people, and I'm honored to be here, and it's really, really, really kind. Thank you very much.
This would be a great opportunity for us to reflect upon the lessons of the past. The lessons of what happens when a group of people have all the worst elements in society descend in their communities and try to rob them of their livelihoods and their property and their dignity. And realizing that that's part of our history, that we can tell that story in film, but more importantly, that we can also tell the story of how we survived and how we thrived and how we've learned from those lessons. And we've come back a stronger and more powerful and prosperous nation than we have been in over 200 years.
I just want to say that when we started this project, it was based on my grandfather's history, and with Celia's hard work and research, she found the Osage story. And then we started shooting it, and we met Frank Redcorn and his mother Joby and several other people. It just kept leading on and on to something that was more important than just making the film. So we're proud to be a part of it, and thank you.
I thank all of you for being here today because it means so much that maybe we can embark on a process of recapturing and finding some closure and some healing through the telling and honest telling of our people's story. So with that, I say thank you and have a lovely evening.
All right, our congratulations to the Osage Nation, Carolyn Hogan, and all those great staff there putting on an extraordinary film festival.
Is that the Hulkster's wife, Carolyn Hogan?
Well, may not be the same one. Maybe a distant
okay.
cousin.
Okay, I thought it might have been Hulk Hogan. So I thought she got up on the podium and said, "What you gonna do when these Osage films start screening on you?" Sorry.
As you can tell here on the Native News Today, our staff were well entrenched in our sports heritage.
Pop
here.
culture encyclopedia. Just come on down and see us.
You know, Jason, an interesting side note to that Osage Film Festival, the other filmmaker that was honored, Jim Levine, assistant director on some of the films such as Titanic that he's worked on. He's also helping produce that new TV show, and we'll give a little plug here, that Geico Caveman TV show.
You're name dropping today.
Well,
you're really dropping them out there today.
Geico be billed for advertising. But he's working on that Caveman show.
Really?
He's the one, yeah, he's kind of one of the...
I've been interested to see that because those commercials are hilarious.
He was telling a story there that night that he had to actually chase down the guy playing the lead one that you see in the commercials. So he's a real nice guy, but he had to go to the bathroom really bad. And they were shooting all day. They had a minute break, and he had to make a run for it down some stairwells of four floors to the nearest bathroom.
No.
Then he said he realized he needed probably to follow him because there was people working down in a business area down below where the restroom were. So, but he couldn't catch him in time. He ran down there, down the stairwell, tried to catch him. Lady fainted as soon as he opened the door to the business area.
Oh my! Yeah, wow.
But, anyway,
was it number 1 or 2?
Well, you know, I think it was the 4th floor.
That's exactly right.
The 4th floor, number 4.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. So anyway, that's going on. But hey, another special event, the Trail of Tears bike ride happening in
Yes,
Okmulgee.
Trail of Tears bike ride happening in Okmulgee. The hogs rumble in from out south and down in the east, Georgia, like Gerald said, SEC country. And they rumble in every year and meet up at the Council House Museum. They're greeted with a warm Muskogee welcome. And the people around here at Creek Nation know how to welcome them in. Trail of Tears bike ride.
It's an exciting trip. The reason for the trip is exciting. We can't imagine the Trail of Tears, how people were sent across the country walking, just riding a motorcycle was enough. But it just makes me have a real feeling for what went on for the trip for the Indians, and I'm wanting to learn more about it. This is our first trip, and we've enjoyed it. We've learned a lot. People along the way have been wonderful, and we've had some good escorts, and the people in the trip are here not just for the ride. They're here for the reason for the trip, and we're looking forward to the festivities that are coming up right now.
We joined this group in Alabama and rode all the way over here. We've been on the road now for 2 days. This is a Honda Goldwing trike, and the painting I've got on it is the story of the White Buffalo. You might have heard of that, I imagine, and there's a lot of Indian painting on here, and we've got quite a few Indian relatives in our family, and that's the way we went. And it's a 97 Honda Goldwing.
My name's Robert Jandrew. This is my wife Gina Jandrew. We're on a Trail of Tears ride. We've had a great time. The people who organize this have done a wonderful job. They've done I can't say how much of a good job that they've done. Scenery's been beautiful. Everything's been, the hospitality from all the people that we've had around the different towns that we've stopped in has been wonderful. I don't know what else to say other than we've just had a real good time.
Now, I'm originally from Okmulgee. I have the Creek Nation flag on my bike, just in honor of my grandmother and my father, who works for the Creek Nation, and my brother, who passed away last year. And it's been a beautiful ride, and just all in all, we're just real thankful for the ride, and hopefully it will continue each year. I ride a Heritage Softail. My husband actually started me riding. He wanted me off the back of his, I think. It's pink with green flames, so it's kind of a midlife crisis for me, I guess. But it's a 96 model, and it kept us going all the way on the trip, so I was thankful for that.
My name is Cherokee Higgs. I'm with the Tourism Recreation Department of Muskogee Creek Nation, and this is our 3rd year in doing the Trail of Tears Riders. And this year they are calling it the Remembrance of the Trail of Tears, which we really are proud of, because that shows their support and their empathy for what our Native Americans had to go through, their struggles, their challenges, and their achievements. So we're really proud to have them here today. I was told we have about 250 to 300 riders here today, and some more have joined since then that have come in from Arizona and California. And we just welcome them with open arms. Our Creek Nation Light Horse law enforcement escorted the riders at the Creek Nation boundary line, Cherokee Nation, Creek Nation boundary line over in Shakota, and brought them into our Tribal Council House here in the square. I just want to add that Bill Kaysen is the person that is in charge of this group and headed this group. He also has offered, last year we got a $2,500 scholarship to a Creek citizen who wanted to attend the tribal college. This year he's also saying that he's going to present the second chief, Alfred Berryhill, with a scholarship. I don't know how much that is, but that'll be great that they are offering our Creek citizens something to go achieve higher goals.
Jason, as we wind down the days of summer, well, and officially as you're watching the show today, this is the first day of fall. So
really?
Yeah, the first day of fall.
Golly.
Man, just a historic day all around.
I wish it'd start, like, maybe getting a little bit colder. I know that people would be like, you had like mid-80s last week, but I mean, come on, I'm a polar bear. I need it like 20 degrees outside. That's my clan too, Polar Bear Clan.
Oh.
Nah, just kidding. I don't think it exists.
Well, that'll be soon here enough, but
Yeah.
as we change the seasons also, we anticipate fall festivals going on, a lot of things happening around Indian country, and a special festival in Okemah, right?
Yeah, the Okemah Fall Festival. This is the 2nd year, and basically the people in Okemah got together to sort of have a better communal feeling within the charter communities of the Muskogee Creek Nation. You know, you got them all out there, and I don't know, just specifically Eufaula. Shakota too, I guess, and then Hannah and all of them out there. Ryle even, Josh Slane will get mad at me if I don't mention the Ryle Warriors.
You follow.
All right. But anyway, all these communities together, a lot of people may not know this out there, but the tribe collectively is made up of all these different chartered communities. And one of the things that they want to establish is this togetherness among all of them and get together. And that's why they're having the Fall Festival. And talked to the gentleman last year, and I think I maybe even did a thing on the show about it, but last year was their groundbreaking year. They really hadn't tried it before, and now they're in their second year, a little older, a little wiser, but hey, they got a lot of stuff planned out for it, and we were able to talk with some folks from the Okemah Indian community about really the importance of the festival and what it brings to the town of Okemah and really the Okemah Indian community specifically, and the kind of things that they bring in. They have all these events and things for the elders and the kids, so it's just going to be a wonderful day, and we were pleased to talk about the Okemah Second Annual Fall Festival. All right, we have some special guests with us here on Native News today talking about the second annual Fall Festival going on in Okemah, Oklahoma next weekend. That'll be Friday the 28th and Saturday the 29th. And with us today, some representatives from the Okemah community, Liz Yahola, Roy Roberts, and Miss Mary Walters. And we're going to be talking about this festival in its second year. You guys got to be really excited about next weekend.
Oh, we are. We've got things for elders, for the young people, for the kiddies. We're going to have eating, entertainment, and fun. So you guys come on out. We're going to start Friday evening. We're going to have a pageant, a traditional dance, and we're going to start early Saturday morning and go through all the day. And we're going to end up with a rodeo that evening. So you guys come on out. I know you Indians like to have fun and eat and have entertainment. This is what it's going to be all about.
Absolutely. I heard eat in there, so my ears kind of perked up a little bit. Going to have a fry bread eating contest. She's not lying. Got all kinds of stuff going on. Traditional dance, pageant. See some of the beautiful Creek ladies competing out there. And really, this is an event started last year to bring the communities together and have a sense of communal fellowship. Is that something you guys feel is important to establish?
We do, because, we get in our little places, and we really need to fellowship and get acquainted, especially with our elders, our young people, and our little ones growing up. And we need to show them what's been there in the past and what's coming in the future. And we're going to be part of that future, plus our little ones.
Yeah, and you talk about the past and past and festival really together, and you can't really talk about that without bringing in this man here, Mr. Roberts. And Roy was instrumental in building the Claude Cox Omniplex over here, the rodeo grounds, with Mr. Bob Arrington. Mr. Roberts and Mr. Arrington are the reason it's out there now, and the ball field's out there, and I know you got to be proud of that and the integral role it plays in the nation each year in the festival.
Oh yeah, I've used that rodeo arena myself, and my kids and my grandkids use it now.
Now you're in charge of the rodeo out here for the festivities. Are you looking for a good turnout? All kinds of events going on?
Well, we plan to. We were thinking about like 90 or 100 team ropers and a lot of calf ropers, and we'll have some events for the children 12 and under, clown contests and stuff like that.
Absolutely, and for you extreme rodeo fans out there, don't worry, because I know you got some bull riding lined up too, don't you?
Oh yeah, we got plenty of bulls for anybody to come out and ride.
You ain't going to get on a bull, are you?
No.
Might play some bull poker, maybe?
No, I've done that before.
All right, well, don't want to get anybody mixed up, but like you said, we got all kinds of events, and I can't stress it enough. This is a great thing to come to next week, Friday the 28th and the 29th. If you can, at all possible, be in Okemah, Oklahoma to support this great event. Okemah Indian community will be out, and everything going on. Like I said, we got food, prizes, thanks for the kids, thanks for the elders, traditional dress, pageant, all kinds of things going on. And I'm going to bring Miss Walters over here. Come over here with me real quick. We're going to just tell our all of our traditional folks out there who want to hear this stuff in Creek. I ain't been speaking Creek, but we need you to tell them, come on out in Creek and everything like that. Can you do that for us?
I'll try. Friday, the 28th?
28th?
Friday the 28th. Banga no ho zahanen. She ho mata dan sinadun. So let's go be let lo the shabana and then bring your own chairs though. When Uji has Okpuski Indian community mat haladan and senior bingo gets up mat hadan mara no zahanidon and home video la awe hoyen chỉ lâu bên nói yo so let nắc số cái nó hỗ trợ này cả ta nói lấy đâu chỉ có nói yo cho cái bây giờ này cái pocket chế đó đấy hỗ trợ cho cái bây giờ phun lại cái chế mà.
All right, Mado.
Jason, as you mentioned, the second annual Okemah Festival, got a lot of things going on there.
Absolutely, and one of the things they're looking for more contestants for the Bad Boy Rumble contest. And if they don't get any more contestants, we're gonna have to throw our name in the ring. And if we meet each other in the finals, that's just gonna create all kinds of problems for the show. So please go out and get in the Bad Boy contest for the Okemah Fall Festival. I mean, do you want me and Gerald to beat up on each other?
Is that
If
what
you
it's
do,
called?
I mean, we can do that next week on the show. We can do
Is that what it's called? I thought it was like Super Saturday. Or
No.
something.
I don't even know what it's called. I don't. It's the Bad Boy Rumble.
What if we just had a debate? What if we
No,
just,
no,
we
that's
just-
but debates for
you know,
sissies.
We discuss the issues.
Unless you're a really good
and,
debater, you know. So
Well, you're a good debater.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm-
speech and everything.
yeah,
So.
I'm pretty decent.
But we could discuss the issues. But anyway, all that. Anyway, we're just putting that to the side.
Yes.
Again, the Bad Boy Rumble, one of the events there happening at the Okemah Festival. A lot of good things happening out there. And another good thing that happened last week, and this man here is showing again his athletic prowess there, to the field of Owen Field there, to the bow and arrow last year, the cornstalk shooting. I mean, this man is shows his athletic prowess about every other week here on the Native News Today. This time he took it on the greens there, and the golf tournament happened.
I was rarely on the green. It was a bad day for me. I couldn't get the irons going, but it was for a good cause, so I didn't mind.
What was the name of the tournament?
The Native American Times Golf Invitational, and it's a great thing Adam Proctor puts on there, and it was for a great cause. The Moreau Indian Children's Home, which has had trouble here in the past year and a half just about getting some of their funding and with their survival. So it's for a great cause. It's a great time for the Moreau Indian Children's Home, the Native American Times Golf Invitational. Cobblestone Creek Golf Course in Muskogee was the setting for the second annual Native American Times Benefit Golf Tournament this past week. The teams were teeing it up for a good cause this year, as all proceeds from the tournament went to Moreau Indian Children's Home.
Well, this is the second annual golf tournament that Native American Times is putting on. All the proceeds have gone over back to the Moreau Children's Indian Home. And last year we did this, but we did it mainly for the scholarship. But this time we want to make sure that the Moreau Home was more involved this year with the fundraising and whatnot. So it was a really good turnout. We had a good crowd, and then we had some good sponsors there, Tiger Natural and Flintco and Bruner Investments. And so with Tiger Natural, it really meant a lot for them to be here because their grandpa, or the owner's grandpa, is a product of the Moreau Home. So it really was sentimental for them to be here. And everybody enjoyed themselves. We had a good turnout, like I said, and I want to come back again next year and do the same thing for them.
Well, it's really touching. This is these avenues and areas that I don't even think about that give people the opportunity, and Native American people, to contribute to Moreau's ministry and program. It's just so exciting. And today it's been very special, and I have two young people with me, and this is Brianna and this is Daniel, and they had the opportunity to get out and knock that ball around too, and get some interest in that sport as well. But it's just beyond words of the wonderful things that can happen, and to see people here today that have been touched by Moreau, that have relatives that grew up in the program as well as successful people and business people. That just speaks very loudly of the program and what we can do. And it's just been a blessing to me for 32 years to be able to be a part of that.
All right, we will take a break here as the Native News Today rolls along.
Children's Home. I'm happy to be here today to say thank you to the Creek Nation.
All right, we come to another conclusion of the Native News today. A lot of things happening out there, and Jason, I think we really showed our diversity this week.
Absolutely, by being able to do 2 different closers. You know, this is round 2. You people don't know that, but we're going on 6 minutes now.
Through the magic of television. Yeah. But, you know, the diversity that we have, I mean, we covered the art side, the Osage Film Festival.
Yes.
We showed our sports side with the golf tournaments, the Okemah Festival, things happening out there culturally, as well as the Trail of Tears bike ride. Remember, Ride of Reflection. So,
yeah, Ride of Reflection. Yeah,
so
reflection.
just,
you think bikers actually reflect? I mean,
reflect, ride.
I thought they just rolled into town and scared the bejesus out of people.
Well, they could, according to the old movie Born Losers.
Yeah.
Might remember that with Billy Jack, Tom Laughlin. Billy Jack was the Shaft of Native American movies.
Good stuff.
Pretty cool guy.
Absolutely.
I wonder whatever happened to him.
Tom Laughlin. Let's see.
If anybody out there knows,
yeah, he may watch the show.
And you know, it'd be great. Somebody's going to call this week and say, you know, Tom Laughlin is my long lost distant cousin or something, and grew up, you know, near Okemah or something.
Yeah.
And well, tell us about it.
Out of No Fire Hollow in Tahlequah.
We would love to find out the whereabouts of Tom Laughlin.
Yeah. What if we had Billy Jack on the show? It'd be awesome.
Oh man, I tell you what, man, take his boots off and beat us up or something. You know, you'd take his boots off before he would fight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And so he was really giving the enemy a chance to, hey, you know, you can
It was
leave
a gentleman thing to do, you know. He wasn't in it just for the Neanderthalism of it all. He wanted to, you know, it was a pugilistic thing.
A bit of nobility there, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Well, hey, we said we were looking for the remains of Tom Laughlin, wherever he may be or whatever, because we're always looking for news stories out there.
Yeah, we crisscrossed the state. I'm sorry. I was going to say the country, but we haven't been out of state in a while.
Well,
have we?
Probably, California?
Oh, yeah, California.
You went to California.
Yeah, that's right. L.A.
I haven't wanted to travel.
No. It's nice being at home base. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I probably will be here in a little bit. But
yeah, there you go.
Things going on, you know.
You got to cover it.
That's right. Well, as we mentioned here, we really love hearing the stories, and we really appreciate you watching the Native News today.
Don't forget to vote, too. Don't forget to vote today.
That's right.
Yeah. And if you want any of your election results, coverage, everything regarding the Creek Nation election, log on to the website, www.muskogeanation-nsn.gov, and you can get all of your information there. There'll be a link on there about the election coverage results, and as they come in, we'll be shooting them to you. So if you want to check that out, around 7 o'clock on Saturday night, that'll be a great thing.
We'll be on tonight here. Producer Jared Moore, Josh Lane, Jason Salzman, Gerald Wofford. Meantime, take care. God bless. We'll see you soon.
Take it easy.